Hello, 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 my beautiful souls. Blessed day, blessed be. So, the cards I pulled today: breaking barriers. I am expanding beyond limitations into joy and freedom. And grief. I understand that losing something is an opportunity to appreciate it. Now, when I first saw this combo, I was confused as to what they were trying to get through for me. Couldn't see a clear pathway for this message. I was like, what? And then I was like, oh, duh, note to self, grief is not always about losing someone, right? We grieve many things in our life. Sometimes we grieve the loss of a relationship or the loss of a home or the loss of a job. But in that grief, in that for those that resonate with tarot, there because when we lose something, something else gets replaced. When you lost that job, right? It sucked for a minute. Maybe you're broke trying to figure out how you were going to get your life, but you probably, right? And you weren't making the moves that you needed to get out of it. Or maybe it wasn't the right fit for you and it was time for you to move on so that you can do what really from your innermost self, from the heart of hearts. Maybe losing that job was what you needed to propel you forward to step the unknown of what is really going to make your soul sing, right? That dream career, that dream job, maybe starting that business and never, relying upon someone again to take care of you and your family. When you lose, it's aggravating, of course, because if you spend money on something, it can definitely be aggravating, but it's not necessarily soul shattering or life ending, right? There are things that can be replaced in life. You can get a new car if you happen to total your car. You can move to a different place. It's harder, right? When we lose our home and our stability and safety and security, especially if you have a family. But maybe that door closing, that soul-shattering moment was what you needed to move to another area, to another neighborhood, maybe move back to your childhood home or where you grew up. And maybe, it provides you and your children with a better quality of life. We have the opportunity in all situations to shift our perspective of how we look at it, right? Not every loss is a loss. You feel me? Not every loss is a loss. Sometimes not being friends with that person anymore and the end of that relationship, right? There are a lot of people out that say they're praying for you, but they're actually praying against you. Hate to be the one to tell you, but this is what it is. So maybe your marriage is ending. Now you have the opportunity to date someone great and you find, your soulmate, your twin flame, or true love, or, your new best friend. Maybe because you had a really bad health scare, you're hitting the gym, and you're like looking good and feeling good and more confident than you have in years. Sometimes we need a kick in the ass in order to get us where we need to be. Sometimes the rug got to be pulled up from under your feet. Sometimes the door has to be slammed in your fucking face for you to go, okay, enough is enough. Because when you get tired, when you get tired, shit gets done. You ever notice that when you really feel some kind of way about something and you get aggravated and you're just like over it and you make a decision like, fuck that, I'm over it, I'm not dealing with the nonsense anymore, things start to really flow. I often say that I don't want it to have to go that far for me to make my decisions. But if it goes that far, it goes that far. I'd rather not get to the point where I want to like take a bat and like bash someone's head in. I'd rather be able to just walk away, from a healthy space, which is why I meditate as much as I do, which is why I pray as much as I do, which is why I journal as much as I do, because I know that I have a temper. And I know that sometimes I can be a little crazy, and I will shatter a person's soul with just the words of my mouth. So I'm very cautious with my words, right? Power of words. You're speaking life or death over people. I choose to pour life and love into people. It's a conscious decision that I make every single day, because I'm very honest. I'm brutally honest with people, and I don't want to hurt you to. So when you start seeing the things in your life that you're losing, whether it's something that can be replaced that's materialistic, or whether it's something that can't be, like a person, understand that life is cyclical, that things are going to change, and that at the end of every storm there's a rainbow. It's not the end of the world. Things will get better. This is an opportunity to shift your perspective, to embrace something new, to receive a new blessing. Okay? And I know that's hard, especially when we're grieving people. Like, you can't, God forbid you lose your mother, you're not going to be able to replace your mother. However, that doesn't mean that you won't be given a beautiful guide here. It doesn't mean that God won't put somebody else into your life that maybe reminds you of your mom, or is really very loving and naturally, maternal and nurturing. You know what I mean? So just start shifting your perspective. Embrace the door that is open and in front of you, right? Be grateful for the things that are coming into your life. Be grateful for the material things that you have lost, because, right? Money comes and goes. That can be replaced. What else? What else you got going on? What do you value? What do you appreciate? And if this is doing nothing else, it should have you looking at your life and being like, damn, do you value and appreciate the people that are in your life right now? Do you value and appreciate the material things that are in your life right now? Do you value and appreciate yourself? At some point, the ego part of you die for your soul, your oversoul, your higher self to really step forward and give you the life of your dreams, the joy, the bliss, the love, the laughter, the freedom, the expanse, the deliciousness, the happily ever after. I don't even know if you realize. I love you, God loves you, and angels surround you. Bye.